or you don't know what to do, start by collapsing on the couch. Then ask yourself, so what? In the previous revelation, we filled the mug with emptiness and discovered that only honest whining can set you free. We went through the Trinity of the okay gesture: saw, felt, let go. But if you're still lying around in your bathrobe, munching on cookies, this is not the end. It's the beginning of a sacred ritual. When was the last time you honestly whined? Just muttered something dark under your breath, or posted a vague "the world is broken" message online? I mean, really. Sitting alone in the bathroom at 2 a.m., eating cookies straight from the pack, staring into space, thinking, what the hell? Remember that moment. In it, you're closer to the truth than all the productivity marathons, success gurus, and habit-tracking circles. Even closer than the prophet Whiner in his first cell, where he once whispered in the dark, "So what?" And the darkness stepped back for one evening. In the name of Saint Whiner, the first to collapse, first to frown and say, "Here we go again," we begin the sacred act. You're tired. You've been wearing the same socks for 3 days, but convince yourself that if you turn them inside out, they're fresh. Your emotions feel like laundry on spin cycle. Your thoughts bounce like roaches on a hot skillet. And your motivation? It's lying somewhere under the bed. Next to the charger, your dreams of a grand future and an empty pizza box. Welcome. You're home. Here, we don't solve problems. We reset them. Not because they'll disappear, but because we remove their crown of the most important problem in the universe. This isn't escapism. This is the art of surrender, without pomp, without pretense, but with a warm blanket. Picture this. You're a cat. You've spilled your food. You sit, staring at it like a Shakespearean hero. All is lost. But then your human pours more kibble into the bowl. And you suddenly realize, oh, so what? That's the first key. 80% of your problems solve themselves if you stop licking them like a kitten with its rubber toy. That's easier said than done. So, step by step. Step 1, the posture of surrender. Sprawl on the couch like a sea star after a storm. Sit like a lump of overcooked pasta. Eyes? Nowhere. Body point? Officially on leave. Try elevator meditation. 5 floors of silence. And you're almost enlightened. Message to your body. We're not fighting. We're giving up. And you know what? It's amazing. Surrender isn't defeat. It's the first step back to yourself. As the prophet Whiner said, those who collapse with dignity are already halfway enlightened. Step 2, voice the pain. Out loud. Let the neighbors think you're rehearsing something serious. I'm a total failure. Silence. No applause. I messed up my project. The cat yawns and keeps grooming. I don't even have any chocolate. And suddenly you remember that half-melted bar behind the pasta bag. As long as the problem stays inside, it's like a cockroach in a dark kitchen. Bring it into the light. Turns out, it's just a bug, and you're still alive. Anxiety is like a microwave. It heats up emptiness with a loud hum. But open the door, and there's nothing there. Sometimes not even the mug. Step 3. The first, so what? I'm worthless. So what? Well, it sucks. So what? Maybe I should call a friend. And just like that, magic, You've gone from drama to clarity faster than your tea went cold. Keep going, deeper. This is the archaeology of whining. Ask again.
What?
So what?
So what?
First, mechanically, then sarcastically, and then it just emerges in your mind like a liberation mantra. Honestly, nothing. And that's when the revelation comes. You see your boss, not as Sauron, but just some guy terrified of his own boss. Failure? Just a 6-letter word. Not a prophecy, period. Just a headline. You know what fear and burnt pizza have in common? Both feel like the end of the world until they cool off. The finale. You didn't get better. You didn't get worse. You simply removed the armor of false importance. You are now among the chosen few, those who know how to fall apart with dignity and order pizza during an existential crisis. If you laughed, that's victory. If you cried, that's purification. If you fell asleep, that's enlightenment. If you ordered 2 pizzas with pineapple, those are your personal problems and a small culinary rebellion. Amen, friends. And remember, letting go is not the end of the road. It's the beginning of a soft, quiet return to yourself. Behind the mental chewing gum, life is always waiting. Real, a bit crumpled, but still yours. And even in this soft life, there remains something we all carry from birth. Whining is not just a reaction, it's our language. In the next revelation, we'll uncover how humanity collectively learned to whine, and now calls it emotional maturity. From baby food to global nostalgia. From not enough to why is it like this? The great unmasking is coming, for the king is naked, and he's a whiner. And if no one told you this today, it's okay. That's why whining was invented. See you at the next revelation. Until then, collapse with grace and whisper softly, holy wine, it's true.